news of that military C-130 cargo plane crash in Port Wentworth. That happened about 11:30 today.
WTOC has confirmed that 5 people were on board at that time. We have no information right now on any confirmed survivors at this point in time. We also know that no vehicles were involved in the crash, just the plane. Officials with the 165th Airlift Wing say while performing a training mission, a United States C-130 Hercules cargo plane from the Puerto Rico Air National Guard 156th Air Wing crashed around 11:30 this morning. This all happening near the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Right now, WTOC continues to work to learn the names of the people involved, but keep in mind they will not be released until their families are notified first. An investigation into the crash is already underway.
What we do know, Highway 21 is where that plane went down between Crossgate Road and we also know between Grange Road. It's going to be closed indefinitely, Highway 21 in that area. However, at Gulfstream Road and Crossgate, they are starting to allow some people on that little cut through there. But I think that might be right now for possibly employees with Gulfstream. So do be wary of that. They can shut these down at any time. But Highway 21 will be shut down indefinitely. We're not talking hours. We are talking possibly weeks. The train tracks also affected by this cargo plane crash. That is closed as well. Power to the area in some spots currently out. Crews are working to restore that power.
WTOC has been on air keeping you informed with team coverage since right before noon. Our reporters are scattered about the area live, and we are investigating to find out everything we can about not only the plane but possible causes of the crash.
Well, our Sean Evans has been live all day giving us updates about this.
Sean joins us right now. And Sean, what's the latest information?
Well, about an hour ago, guys, a senior master sergeant with the 165th Airlift Wing here in Savannah gave some information to us. What's happening right now, he says, is there's an interim safety board securing the scene, which I'm told is hundreds of yards long, about 200 yards wide, that from officials here arriving earlier today. Now, also coming in from Charleston, South Carolina, he says, is a mortuary affairs team that will work with the casualties in this case. Again, the Puerto Rico Air National Guard C-130 Hercules cargo plane was taking off from the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, the area the 165th Airlift Wing uses when it turned back, and then crashed here on Highway 21. Now, no numbers of those on board or of those who died here today are being released officially by the team giving the news conference here a little more than an hour ago. They want to notify the family, as you said, Romney, still wanting to get that information to those folks. So some in the area I did speak to heard the noise of engines, something unusual about those engines, and those are folks that hear the C-130s fly over here quite often, and that was just before the plane crashed. So that will be subject of this ongoing federal investigation into exactly what happened here today. Reporting live in Port Wentworth, Sean Evans, WTOC News.
You know, earlier today I was actually watching you while this was developing online, and a lot of people were leaving their thoughts and prayers both on Twitter and Facebook, and as well as our live stream as well.
That is all we can do at this point for those families that are getting devastating news at this point, and also for those emergency responders on the scene. We pray for their safekeeping as well. But we do want to take a look at what President Trump is tweeting out as well. He has been briefed on the U.S. C-130 Hercules cargo plane from the Puerto Rico National Guard that crashed near Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Please join me in thoughts and prayers for the victims, their families, and the great men and women of the National Guard. We echo those sentiments as well.
Absolutely. WTOC's Crystal Howard also spoke with people who worked right near the scene of the crash.
We know traffic has been slowed in so many spots, but instead of angry drivers, everyone obviously sympathetic to this, and their thoughts and prayers are going out to the families as well.
Yeah, people aren't really frustrated with getting back to work. They are more so expressing their condolences for people that are involved in this crash. After the crash happened, law enforcement blocked off multiple roads, which affected people going to work and leaving work. Specifically, people working at Gulfstream and businesses around Gulfstream. A lot of people I spoke with passing by say they left for lunch and then the plane crashed and they were not able to go back. This also affecting truck drivers headed down Gulfstream Road as well. Larry Dillon says frustration is not the issue.
Just not being able to get my load off where I can go get another load.
Right.
I understand that plane went down, you know, so it is what it is. We just gotta be patient.
And businesses do know that their employees are either being rerouted or cannot get back to work for now. Crystal Howard, WTOC News.
All right, thank you, Crystal. Please use patience out there. All of these, with Highway 21 closed, that's a big way for a lot of people to get home coming in from the Effingham and also from the Savannah area. So please be aware that some of these other roads are going to be even more packed tonight.
That's right. And in addition to Wright and all of our team that's out there, we want to get to Wright Gasaway, who's live right now. Wright has been there for, well, at least 5 hours now, right? What's the latest that you're learning?
We guys have been talking about the fact that Highway 21 will be closed down for a while. Well, let me show you why. This is the best look we've been able to get at this crash scene all afternoon. You can see that C-130 right in the middle of Highway 21 right there, and that fire burned up the road. It's a very, very big crash site scene is what Sean was telling you earlier. So that's why this road will be closed for so long. The investigation team is on their way from Charleston, so before they can even clean up, they have to investigate the actual crash site that is also in the road and then also on some railroad tracks nearby. We do have some video from the scene earlier. This has been a mass response from every agency that touches Chatham County and Savannah. Responded here within minutes. They were able to close the road down, get drivers away from that fire, get the fire put out, which was a major concern when you have so many drivers on Highway 21. As you guys know, at any hour of the day, this road is so busy. Also can tell you, within the last 10 minutes, Crossgate and Gulfstream Road have opened back up as people start to get out of work. So they are letting people head south on 21. Now, to go back north, you have to go through Port Wentworth on Highway 25. Those detours are being set up right now. Once again, Highway 21 will be closed possibly for weeks. So if you take this route to work, you need to find an alternate route and expect those delays, expect closure, and don't get too frustrated. One last thing, as I talk to first responders out here, this is the kind of mass response they train for, hoping they never have to use, but today was one of those situations where they did have to use it. But you can see how smoothly that was executed. These agencies were on scene here within a half hour, all the way from Pooler. We're on here getting things and getting people under control. So just impressive to see and impressive to see their response in a situation like this. We'll stay out here as soon as we get some more information on traffic and when some of these roads will reopen. We'll pass that along to you. Reporting live, Wright Gasaway, WTOC News.
And we want to give you a weather update here. We're taking a live look from Georgia Southern Skycam. Bright blue skies and no problems in the weather department. 81 at the airport, 82 in Statesboro, 83 Claxton. Now, no upper 80s, but that will change tomorrow as we start to warm up gradually every day. And you can see the influence of the sea breeze cooling down Hilton Head to 77 and cooling the south side, Hunter Army Airfield, down to 78 versus 81 Pooler. Now, on your way home tonight, maybe you're taking the McTier Bridge. Here's a live look from one of our Beaufort Government Skycams. 80, 77 at 6 o'clock, 73 at 7 with bright skies. And tomorrow, just a smidge warmer. And as we head toward the end of the work week, we're going to be tracking those 90s. Where? I'll tell you when in your first alert forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Obviously, our top story today is the continuing situation happening on State Route 21 in the Port Wentworth area as we are looking. This was about an hour after the crash, but you can still see the wreckage smoldering on Highway 21.
This has certainly been a big story all day that we've brought you on TV, online, various areas. We would like you to stay with us, and we appreciate you guys depending on WTOC to get the very latest information. We'll be right back.
Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in a shiny fork and been like, wow, I have it going on today? Because I just got a glimpse of myself in that fork and wow, I have got it going on today.
At Zaxby's, our flavor speaks for itself, like the Sensation Salad. Hand-breaded chicken fingers and wonton strips on freshly chopped greens drizzled with honey sesame sauce. Served with Asian slaw and a veggie egg roll. Friends, family flavored. Zaxby's.
Am I having a good egg roll day or what?
With I-95 and 16 running right next to Savannah, this is big truck territory. Getting into a wreck with one of them is bad enough, but now you're dealing with some big insurance companies. They'll give you all kinds of excuses why they don't have to pay. I know the special rules and regulations that could get you more, and we win for you, or it's free. Don't get in a wreck with one of these, but if you do, call me, Attorney Harry Brown, because when the heavy hitter gets you a check, I'll use the power of more.
Call 1-800-LAW-1441. TitleMax makes it easy to turn your title into cash. Just go to TitleMax.com. Find out how much you can get.
Using TitleMax.com, I got $1,400.
$3,200.
TitleMax.com got me $9,700.
Best of all, most credit types are approved. Next time you need cash, try Title Max for rate. Try Title Max for the amount you need. Find out why so many people are saying, I got my title back with Title Max.